to another episode of Speaking with the Stars. In today's episode, we're zooming into an FMCG's loyalty program. Thomson Health is not only Malaysia's leading herbal and nutritional supplementary brand, they're also cultivating a growing customer base that keeps coming back for more.
My name is Ben and I represent Thomson or Herbal Revival. We're very excited to have this opportunity to come and talk about our products and what we do as a company and the reason why we do what we are doing as well. Eber is able to help us to personalize the experience that we give to our customers, and that's because through the information that we are able to capture, we know what product that the customer is using, and from there we can recommend what are the other products that may be suitable or even health tips that are relevant. Our company is called Herbal Revival Sindran Berhad, but most of people know us for the brand name Thomson, which is our range of supplements that you'll find in the pharmacies and medical halls as well. Going back to the history of our company, a lot of people don't know, but we actually started as a retail shop in Taman Tun, and it used to be called the Honey Shop. But behind the retail store, we used to do very simple manufacturing like counting tablets and capsules and putting them into bottles, labeling and then selling them. So the brand name Thomson already existed at the time, and it was until the mid-1990s that we start to have our own factory and our own QC laboratory as well. So this is our QC laboratory, and this we have here is a Waters HPLC machine, and it is a pride for us because for many years this has not been a requirement by the authorities in many different countries, although in the future it might be coming. But with this machine we are able to see very specifically what's the product inside, what is the ingredients, the active ingredients, whether there's any contamination inside as well. Because my father was the one running the business and the sales at the time. There was one particular doctor that he promoted our product to, and that time we were selling ginkgo biloba to him. It wasn't the one that we are selling now. A few months later, when my father went to see him, he was actually very disappointed. He didn't even want to see my father. He stayed in the clinic until the clinic closed and the doctor finally came out of the clinic, and the doctor told my father, "I trusted you, but you sold me rubbish." That was when he started to realize actually the quality of supplements, especially herbal supplements, is so important when it comes to the effectiveness of the product. That is really what drives us when we as Thomson or Herbal Revival, when we talk about quality. It is really through that experience that really helps that message to sink into our purpose. So our business model is a bit of B2B and B2C. We are a brand owner, but we don't sell directly to our consumers. We sell through pharmacies like Guardian, Watsons. The only touch point we have with our customer in the past, as in our consumer, are the promoters that we have. All this time we've been getting feedback from them. We'll have a meeting with them. Hey, you know, how's the market going? What are the consumers saying? And that's what we used to do. Our mission and vision of the company actually is to bless people, or to be a blessing to people by improving health. And right now, if we don't really have that touch point or that feedback for the consumer, then we don't really know whether we are hitting our target or not. Because we wanted to get to know our consumers better. Who are they? What are their needs? What's the feedback that they have about us? And so when presented with Eber, we felt that hey, this is something that we could try and leverage on. We used to have redemption programs in the past. People will receive a form in our product. They'll fill up the form by pen and paper, cut it out, mail it to us, and then we'll either mail back the product or through the retailer or something. So very manual, and we end up with stacks and stacks of forms all over our office, and the time it takes to input that into a computer as well is quite substantial. We were looking for something to cut down on the admin work, to speed everything up, but also to be able to access the information easily. We are basically using Eber. The core of it is the loyalty program. And our process right now is for consumers to be able to submit their receipts to us, their purchases to us, and from there we will look at the receipt, we will look at the form that they filled up, and from there award them with points. And with the points, the consumers will be able to redeem gifts or more products and such, and which is very helpful because one challenge that we have is without having that retail touch point to the consumer, we go through so many different pharmacies and medical halls with all sorts of different receipts. We don't have our own single POS system to collate everything. So that's what Eber helps us to do. Eber is able to help us to personalize the experience that we give to our customers, and that's because through the information that we are able to capture, we know what product that the customer is using, and from there we can recommend what are the other products that may be suitable, or even health tips that are relevant to that customer. The other thing is we are able to capture by location as well. So if let's say we were running a roadshow in the state out of town, we'll be able to notify all our consumers around that area as well. So these are some of the ways that we can think of on how we can personalize the experience. Many of our consumers are quite elderly. Actually, based on our past data, even 60, 70, sometimes even 80. So to be as user-friendly as possible was something very key for us. We looked at some of the really common, similar yet common apps that are out there that we would assume many people would be familiar with. For example, Touch and Go app was one of the main ones that we referred to, maybe even things like Grab, and sort of learn from them how they designed their UI, UX and implemented that. And Eber's platform was able to do that pretty seamlessly for us. It's been pretty smooth, I would say, for a start for us as a loyalty program. It gave good value, and the product is very well thought out, and there were many times where we were thinking, can we implement this? Can this be done? And to our surprise, actually Eber was able to tick a lot of the boxes that we needed. And it's also, we noticed that it's constantly improving as well. As time goes by, there are new features, and it's not just bells and whistles. They're actually useful features that get implemented as well. As mentioned, we want to know our customers better. We want to know whether we are hitting the mark in terms of helping people, blessing people, improving health, coming up with effective product, and also getting to know our consumers in the long term. And really, Eber is able to help us to bridge that gap for us. So in the long term, it definitely will play a key role in our whole marketing strategy and mission vision as well.
Well, that was fun. If you enjoyed this video, you should probably check out our other amazing videos. Stay tuned for our next episode as we continue to speak with the stars.